Good things happen in threes. November 14th, 2012. He was anxious to pay for the satellite I installed, so I showed him the invoice, and he paid in cash. We chatted a few minutes while waiting for the receiver to download the channel map, and then he said, "They found cancer in my prostate, so they had to remove it. I'll be going back to work in a while." I counted out only enough to cover my expenses and returned the rest of the cash to him. His eyes welled up as he told me that he had felt really bummed out lately. But suddenly I had turned his day right around. He was so grateful that I came into his life. He finished by saying, "You not only turned my day around, you might have just turned my life around." Only 1 block away from that job, I stopped in at Tim Hortons for lunch. As I was waiting in line, a lovely young lady who was being served said to me, "Please come up to the front of the counter and tell me what you want for lunch. You're always doing nice things for others. It's about time someone treated you." Thank you, Deanna. I certainly enjoyed my soup, bagel, and coffee. A couple of hours later, I was loading an Edmonton Eskimos barbecue into my van, and a young lady with a baby came up to me and said, "Are you playing Santa Claus again?" I had to admit that I was giving the barbecue to Knighton School to use as a raffle item fundraiser. Then she said, "I'm not your Facebook friend, but I get to read most of your stories. And last week, when I read about the radio auction, I cried. Thank you for all that you do." I thanked her for coming to tell me and gave her one of my pens. I opened my arms and she gave me a nice hug. I am so fortunate to have a young lady come up to me and give me a hug like that. That young lady was Amanda Rausch Veldhaus. Oh, and thanks to Monty for helping me load the barbecue into the work van. It was a tight fit, and I don't think I could have loaded it without your help. Life is good. Addendum. Everything happens for a reason. Just a few months later, I became very close friends with Amanda Veldhaus and her family. Her husband passed away unexpectedly, and I have tried to help out the best I can, providing moral support or helping in other ways if I am able.